Jonathan Swift once said, "Falsehood flies and the truth comes limping after it." This quote is often used to describe the spread of fake news. The War of the Worlds broadcast was a famous radio drama that aired on October 30th, 1938. It was based on H.G. Wells' novel and presented as a series of new bulletins reporting an alien invasion. The realistic style of the broadcast caused some listeners to believe it was a real event, causing panic and confusion. The quiz show scandal happened in the 1950s in the United States. It was discovered that several popular television quiz shows were rigged to boost ratings. Contestants were secretly given the answers or coached to lose. The scandal led to a public outcry and significant changes in broadcasting regulations. It's a classic example of media manipulation. Yellow journalism refers to a style of reporting that emphasizes sensationalism over facts. It was originated during the late 19th century, notably in the rivalry between newspaper publishers Joseph Pulitzer and William Randolph Hearst. The term comes from a popular cartoon character, the Yellow Kid, featured in their papers. This type of journalism often uses eye-catching headlines, exaggerated news events, scandal-mongering, or sensationalism to attract readers. A notable example of fake news having an impact is the Pizzagate conspiracy theory that circulated during the 2016 United States presidential election. The Pizzagate conspiracy started from misinterpretations of emails leaked, which led to people speculating on certain terms used in the emails, spinning a narrative that they were code words for illegal activities. An online rumor falsely claimed a pizza restaurant in Washington, D.C. was the center of a child trafficking ring linked to high-ranking members of the Democratic Party. This completely false story led to a dangerous situation when a man believing the rumors fired shots inside the restaurant. Thankfully, no one was hurt. It's a stark reminder of the potential harm that can come from spreading unverified information. There are several psychological and sociology factors at play. Firstly, confirmation bias. People are more likely to believe stories confirming their beliefs. Then there's the bandwagon effect. If a lot of people believe something, others are more often likely to join in. Also, in times of uncertainty or stress, people might be more susceptible to misinformation. Lastly, the way information is presented can also influence belief. For instance, a sensational headline or a story that elicits a strong emotional response can be more convincing even if it's not true. Here are some steps you can take to verify if something is true. Check the source. Is it reputable? Are other credible sources reporting the same news? Read beyond the headline. Headlines can be misleading. Make sure to read the full article before drawing conclusions. Look for evidence. Reliable news stories should provide sources, data, or quotes to back up their claims. Cross-check the information. Use fact-checking websites to verify the information. Think critically. Does the news sound too outrageous or too good to be true? If yes, it probably is. Remember, it's always better to spend a little extra time verifying the information than to spread misinformation. Social media platforms have made it easier to disseminate false information for a few reasons. Firstly, they allowed for rapid sharing of information, which means a piece of fake news can reach a large audience very quickly. Secondly, they often prioritize content that gets a lot of engagement, and sensational or controversial stories, like many pieces of fake news, tend to get a lot of likes, comments, and shares. Lastly, social media platforms can create echo chambers, where people are only exposed to information that aligns with their existing beliefs, which can reinforce misinformation. Fake news often spreads due to psychological and sociological factors like confirmation bias, the bandwagon effect, and heightened susceptibility during stressful times. To verify news, you should check the source, read beyond the headline, look for evidence, cross-check information, and think critically. Social media platforms can amplify the spread of fake news due to their design for rapid information sharing, prioritization of engaging content, and creation of echo chambers. As media consumers, we have several responsibilities. Fact-checking. Always verify the information before believing or sharing it. Critical thinking. Don't just accept information to face value. Ask questions, look for evidence, and consider the source. Open-mindedness. Be willing to listen to different perspectives, even if they challenge your existing beliefs. Reporting. If you come across misinformation, report it to the platform or the relevant authorities. Ethical consumption. Support media outlets that are committed to ethical journalism and avoid those that regularly spread misinformation. Producers of media content also have several responsibilities. Accuracy. They should strive to provide accurate and balanced information. Transparency. They should disclose their sources and any potential conflicts of interest. Accountability. They should be willing to correct mistakes and address criticism. Respect. They should respect their audience and the subjects of their reporting. Ethical considerations. They should consider the potential impacts of their work on individuals and society. Just as consumers are responsible for fact-checking and thinking critically, producers have a responsibility to provide reliable ethical content. So remember to fact-check everything and don't always believe what you see online. Thank you.